Hey, what is going on, guys? Today, the Clash of the Titans is back. Last year, I made a video comparing the RSS Formula Hybrid 2022 to the VRC Formula Alpha 2022, and we are doing that again today, except, of course, it's with the Formula Hybrid 2023 and the RSS Formula Alpha 2023. I have 5 categories this time. I've added one more on from the 4 last year. We're going to be going over the physics of both cars, the features of both cars, the model quality of the car, the sounds, and the car's long-term support from the greater modding community. Like I said last year, if you can only buy one of these cars, whichever one you buy, you are getting a fantastic car. However, I do believe that one is superior to the other. Which one it is, you'll have to wait and see. I'll also be giving you, of course, the visual and auditory medium to make up some decisions on your own. I guess you can't really tell any physics-related things just through a video, but for the model quality and the sounds and everything, I will also give you the media so you can decide for yourself. And maybe if you disagree with me, you can tell me in the comments below. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get right into the first category, which is the physics of the cars. The most important thing, of course, to sim racers. And I will immediately say that these two cars are on very different ends of the extremes. I actually talked to one of the VRC devs about this the day before the car came out on his opinions on how far apart these cars are in terms of their physics feel. If you don't know, the RSS car is very planted. It is on rails. I've always maintained that pretty much you have to try to spin that car out, say coming on the power out of a corner. VRC is a lot different. It's not as touchy as the Formula Alpha 2022, which I actually did say I thought was more unrealistic than the more on-railsness of the Formula Hybrid, but it has been improved very much in the Formula Alpha 2023, and VRC say that with the data they have, this is how a Formula 1 car in 2023 drives, and that pretty much RSS is wrong. And I'm going to maintain that opinion. I think the VRC Formula Alpha is a much better driving car. However, it's not like it's just a different league ahead. VRC are using some custom physics engine technology. They've tweaked the physics engine of Assetto Corsa just for this car, and it leads to a very good feeling car. And if you want a true-to-life F1 sim car, then that is the car for you. But if you do want a little bit more of just maybe not as realistic, but easy to drive, just a more relaxed, I would say, Formula 1 car to drive, then the RSS car is great as well. But for me personally, I'm giving the physics point to VRC. The next category, and new for this year, I guess, maybe this will become an annual thing, who knows, but this is the features category. So of course both of these cars drive, right? They're cars, but what else can they do? Is there any cool things that enhance the experience, enhance the realism? Is there cool bits of aero customization, or is there some super duper in-depth setup stuff, you know, stuff like that that kind of just elevate especially the simulation experience? And I'm going to have you under no assumption. VRC wins this hands down. The Formula Hybrid is a great car. You can tune it, you can get some higher downforce. It won't look any different, but you'll have higher downforce values, you can have lower downforce values, you got your different compounds, of course, but besides that, that's all the car does. It drives. VRC has got custom ignition and starter functions. It has anti-stall and engine cutoff. We'll get into it a little more in the next segment, models, but VRC has some super cool aero customization is what I call it. And overall, yes, VRC, especially with the Formula Alpha 2023, takes the cake for extra features. The RSS car drives, but the VRC car drives and also has a whole lot more going into that driving. I will acknowledge, though, that for some, maybe that extra complexity of manually starting the car in practice sessions and, maybe being overwhelmed by the super detailed setup menu and all the keybinds that you need to put in just for this car, that could put some people off. And if you're one of those people, then maybe the lack of features is a point for RSS. But for me personally, and again, I think anybody who wants some true F1 simulation value, this features category is going to go to VRC. Next up, we have the car models, and we talked about this, of course, a little bit in the feature segment. VRC wins. So the base model of the car, they're pretty much, identical in terms of quality for RSS, but RSS have only made that one model of the car this year. Last year they did have two cars, which I thought was pretty cool, but this year they only have one. VRC have made one car model on top of 3 different rear wings, custom 2 different front wing noses, I guess that's the best way I can put it. The arrow on the actual wing, the little dive planes and everything on the front wing actually will move up and down depending on what angle you put them at. And they've made 4 different steering wheels for the car, representing the Aston Martin, the Williams, the Ferrari, and the Renault Alpine. Both models are, again, super duper high quality, but if you're just looking at the amount of models, this is where RSS is going to win. The amount of high quality models they have and the customization that you can do and all the little doodads you can add and change in the car. I haven't even mentioned about the dummy T-cam on the side. You can move, of course, you have the little wind visor in the cockpit. You can change the shape of it. So many little things that VRC has that RSS doesn't. I guess RSS can change that little front windshield thing, but besides that, VRC is on a whole nother level in terms of the customization. And also give them credit that it's all in one car. RSS had 2 cars last year, which, if you're asking me, I think was kind of a last-minute reaction to the Formula Alpha last year. They don't have that this year, so VRC is definitely the winner here. Next up, we have the sounds of the car. Now, I'm going to keep this one brief in terms of me actually talking because I can let you hear the sounds of the car, and I want you guys to make up your own opinions. For me personally, though, I'm giving the point to VRC. They both sound very good. They actually sound very similar as well, but I think the VRC is a little bit more visceral, a little more raspy, a little more gutsy, and I really, really like it. It sounds so, so good, especially in external cameras. But I'm going to shut up now and let you listen to these cars, and tell me in the comments below, which sounds do you like more? So if you're keeping score, spoiler alert, I think VRC is a very much superior car in terms of its technology than RSS. But I'm going to give RSS 1 point here. And this is one that I've actually had a little bit of a discussion with the VRC devs about last year. This is the long-term support category, and they kind of thought that it was unfair to judge the car based on, the external modding scene of Assetto Corsa, which I will agree that judging the car on its own is not fair to say, well, are people going to make skins for the car? However, if you can only buy one car, it's important to have both this year's skins on the car, and I also think next year's skins on the car. And sadly, I've said this for so long, and it really is a shame, VRC cars fly under the radar for some reason. I don't know why. They could make the coolest, best car like they have just now, but the Formula Hybrid 2023 is guaranteed to get next season's liveries before the 2024 comes out. VRC, I can't be so confident. Again, I'm going to give this point to Race Sim Studio, but I'm really hoping that this VRC Formula Alpha 2023 will really stick in the community, and it will kind of maybe dethrone RSS. I personally think car to car, this has dethroned RSS, but I think competition is a good thing, and I hope this VRC car can hit the Assetto Corsa mainstream a little bit more. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, a like and a sub would mean a lot. If you disagree with me and you think the Formula Hybrid 2023 is the better car, tell me why in the comments below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions, and tell me which sounds you liked more. I think it's going to be pretty close, but for me personally, I do think VRC wins out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.